on December 4th of 2002, I had my first child. We named him Dakota, and we were so excited and amazed at this new adventure that we were on. But before our joy had time to shine, we were given news that would forever change the shape of our world. At 5 weeks old, Dakota was diagnosed with pulmonary stenosis, a congenital heart defect. And then when he was about 7 months old, that's when they told us his was pretty severe. And then the doctors finally decided that it was time to intervene. And they would do a cardiac catheterization up through his groin. And about an hour into the procedure is when things went terribly wrong. The nurse came out to us and explained that Dakota had gone into cardiac arrest and that they weren't sure they were going to be able to finish. So they kept him overnight to stabilize him, and then they transferred him to a nearby children's hospital, and they took him into open heart surgery. So 4 days later, we took him home, and we thought that the most terrifying experience we had ever been through was over.
And then it wasn't long after that, she was pregnant with Brody.
When he was 10 days old, it was 2 days before Christmas, we found out that he had the same heart defect that Dakota has. Unfortunately, his was much more extreme, and it only took 4 months before they were ready to take him into the cath lab. Brody, at 4 months old, went through open heart surgery, just the same as his brother.
As you know, watching your own child go through something like that and knowing that it's your grandchild too was very difficult.
Since then, Brody has had 4 additional cardiac catheterizations to try to balloon his arteries, which have all been successful to a certain extent. Recently, we found out that he has a leak in his aortic valve, so he has aortic insufficiency. And we found out today that it's time for him to go back in for another open heart surgery to replace the aortic valve. I think the thing that makes it the hardest this time is that he knows. At 4 months old, he had no idea what he was going through. The only fear we faced was our own.
It's a little scary sometimes.
It makes me kind of nervous because there's always a chance that he might not come out.
It just gives me the feeling that he is strong because Brody has to go through a lot of surgery.
I can't wait till my surgery's over because I'll be able to do more stuff and I'll be able to be more active.
I think it means a lot to them when they see us come in those times when they need us.
I mean, he's been amazing. He's an amazing little child. You know, what he's gone through in his life, most people shouldn't have to go through in their entire life.
And so we're just going to take it one day at a time and hope that we continue to raise awareness and raise funds and the research continues, because we have been told as of today, this will not be his last open heart surgery.
Without the technology and without the help from the American Heart Association and all of the leaps and bounds in the last 10 years, the boys wouldn't be here.
Well, it's certainly a great cause, and we appreciate any support we can get. Until you're there and you've walked in these shoes, you really have no idea how tough this is. It's tough. So we appreciate whatever you can do.
I think we've got this. We're excited to come out on the other side. I'm excited for people to see once again that we've succeeded, that their strength has overcome. So you know how when we go to the hospital, and I always say, I'll never leave you, right? I'm there with you through it all, right? That's what the people who support the American Heart Association are saying to us. We're not going to let you go through this alone. We're going to be there for you. We're going to make sure the next time you face it, it's going to be even easier.
Thank you for supporting me.
Good job.